Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to everyone out there today. Don Cramer with the Cramer Group at Urbanist Realty. Hope you're having a great start to the work week, and welcome to episode 86 of Coffee with Cramer and Colleen. My partner, Colleen Schaefer, sends her best today. She is out and about doing the real estate thing. We had a really busy weekend in real estate, so I'm not quite sure if it's Monday or if we're still work into Wednesday, but I hope you're having a great start to the week. Cheers to you out there today. If this is your first time on Coffee with Cramer and Colleen, hit the like button or or put a comment out there. Let us know that you're there. If you got a favorite morning beverage that you start the work week off with, take a selfie, share it up. We'd love to see it. See what you're liking to drink here to get the work week going. Well, on Mondays, this is sort of the news you can use about Las Vegas real estate. As you know, we've got news and information coming at us from all sides, and we want to make sure we're getting you some good information about what's going on in the Las Vegas housing market in general, and just some great information about what's going on in the Las Vegas community on lifestyle and things of that nature. So we try to keep it light. We try to keep it fun. We also try to keep it informative and interesting. So thanks for tuning in. So we've got a few items we want to kind of catch up today. One's a little follow-up item. It's about lumber prices affecting new home sale pricing. It's a little follow-up segment there. Secondly, a active adult community, Trilogy, here in Summerlin, has opened some new floor plans. There's also a little bit of information about a thing out there called the HOPE Act. This is another act of legislation working its way through Congress and how that will affect commercial real estate, especially the hotel market. Also, too, our local beautiful Las Vegas Ballpark has got some new event offerings for guests while we're still in a little situation, while we're not in full baseball operations this year. And then also just a rate update on the 30-year, just an update on mortgages for this week. So we've got the bank rate latest and greatest. So we're going to start with the new home prices being affected by lumber. And this is from NAHB, National Association of Home Builders. And we're actually going to throw the article. We got a little new tech here. We're going to throw the article up. And so let's go up there to the NHB article. And the bottom line here is the article saying average new home price is being affected by $16,000 higher due to lumber. So, and it's really a lot has to do with the spike in lumber prices from earlier this year. There's a couple of factors going into that. One is COVID impacted some of the lumber mills, things of that nature, so production capacity still needing to recover. And then also, too, we get a lot of our lumber from Canada, and there's some tariffs and fees on some of that lumber there that's also continuing to cause some prices on the price of lumber. So to kind of give you a little idea, the market value of an average new multifamily home, or the average new single family home price increased over $16,000, $16,148 since April of 17, and that's estimates on lumber used to produce the average home. Now, to give you also another idea, as of August 21, price for framing lumber topped $800 per thousand board feet. That is 130% increase since mid-April. So a big spike in there. And so that's going to definitely drive up our prices here. As you know, we've already seen price increases here in the Las Vegas Valley, especially with regards to new built, land prices going up. Land's a big driver for us, things of that nature in the pricing of a home. Now with lumber, that's going to continue to push up pricing on building new homes. So the NAHB earlier in the month of August had reached out to the president to take action on lumber prices and supply to be able to bring some of those costs down. So again, part of that's due to COVID and production items, and then secondly due to where we're sourcing most of our lumber from, a good portion of our lumber, which will impact prices, that being from our neighboring nation of Canada. So that's what's going on there. So we'll kind of keep you posted as to what's going on with regards to the lumber prices there. Next thing. Now, before I move on to that, so what does that kind of mean? Okay, so we know again, land prices in Las Vegas becoming higher. So that's important. Also, too, if you're in places like Summerlin and such, as they start moving up the hill, yes, those land prices and land sales from Howard Hughes development become more expensive. Infrastructure to bring in, I mean, you think about it, just like pushing water from Lake Mead up now several thousand feet up on the hillside, pumping it, building in the infrastructure, things of that nature. Those cost more, and those are all ultimately passed now to the purchasers, whether it's through special improvement districts or just pricing homes, things of that nature. And now coupled onto it, your increase in building costs, especially with lumber. Now we may see a switch again. We'll see. There was a period of time where we were seeing more construction with use of aluminum framing. Will we see that? That'll be interesting to note. But seeing the new homes going up as we speak, some models in the new Summerlin Village of Red Point, it's all good using good old construction lumber practices there. So we're going to keep an eye as to what's going on. And like I said, the land prices now are, material costs adding to the cost of new homes. So now on the flip side, if you are in an existing home, that makes your existing home a little more valuable, because as that new home price becomes a little more separated, buyer demand still holding intact, interest rates still low. Again, there's also that continued pressure on resales as well. So that's a little note there. So let's move on to what's going on with the new floor plans at Trilogy. So if we look there at Trilogy, now to let you know, that is a active adult community. I believe they are one of the 55 plus. Yep, and so then they've also been recognized as a top community for active adults. So Trilogy is showcasing some new floor plans available for homeowners now. Now, to give you an idea where Trilogy is, they are located near Town Center and Flamingo, just south of 215, in what is sort of called South Square. That's kind of the name of those little corners over there. So there's the big RC Willys, and you're also, excuse me, to the west of you are the Ridges, to the south of you, east of you is Sienna, another active adult community. So, and then also directly to the south too, starts the Summit. So now the Trilogy community, this is by Shea Homes, a big builder here in the Southwest. They have 3 new models available in what they call the Luxe Collection. So the Luxe Collection ranges from 1,776 square feet, good year, to 2,915 square feet, and pricing from the 480,000 plus range. Now, to give you an idea of the 3 floor plans in the Luxe Collection, there is the Splendor. It is a single-story home with 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage. That's 1,776 square feet. Then you move up to the Radiant, which is 2,505 square feet, 2-story property, main level living area, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage. And it's the largest of the 3 new floor. Let me back up there. And then you have the Luster, which is 2 stories and measures 2915 square feet as a main living area with 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and a 2-car garage. Now, all floor plans, they're the modern, stylish type, kind of like the flat roofs, very kind of the designs that are in trend right now. And also, too, one of the big draws about Trilogy are its amenities. So they have a really cool place called the Outlook Club, which has a fitness center, resort pool. They've got a culinary kitchen studio for cooking demonstrations, tastings, things of that nature. Sports and media deck, art studio, meeting space, bocce ball, pickleball court. So all kinds of great little fun amenities. Also, too, you're within a couple of miles of some great dining and shopping, with downtown Summerlin just being up the road off the 215. You've got some other little eateries nearby, just on the north side of the 215 there on Town Center. And also, too, they have a resort staff team. So there is a group that is involved in managing the amenities and programming there at Trilogy with the Blue Star Resort and Golf. It's kind of a boutique management firm that works with the amenities and concerts with the residents and their guests to really make it a really fun experience. So in addition, they also have some incentives right now. So if you are looking for active adult, new resorty type feel, there's a couple of options. So we've got a little further down the road, we have Toll Brothers Regency, which has a really nice clubhouse facility, a lot of different floor plans, things of that nature. There's some resales going on in there as we speak. Those are all single-family residences. And then we also have some different homes, whether they're joined homes or standalone product from Trilogy, which is, again, new. So those are the new construction properties with the new amenities, new features, things of that nature. And then also, too, you have the more classic ones of Sienna nearby, and then also a little to the north in Summerlin, and then also with locations in the Henderson area, in Anthem, McDonald Highland, McDonald Ranch, and then up north in Aliante, the Del Webb Pulte Sun Cities. So lots of options for active adult communities. So it's kind of cool with Trilogy offering these new floor plans as part of their Luxe collection. And as I mentioned too, they have some great incentives on quick move-in homes. So if you are kind of looking for something, like I said, active adult, looking for something with a lot of cool, fun things to do in the community, and also want to take advantage of some incentive pricing on quick delivery, move-in ready product, reach out to us, give us a call. We'd love to chat with you about it. Okay, so moving on to the next item here, and that has to do with what's going on sort of like in the economy and with hotels. And I saw this article. I thought it was interesting because I think it's important to pass along, because I know a lot of people are worried, hey, what's going on in our employment situation, convention, travel, hotels, our hotel and tourism trade is the core component of the Las Vegas Valley. It's the backbone. So we want to kind of give you some news here, because there are issues arising, but at the same time, there are some legislations going through that you need to be aware of, because how that legislation moves through, and when it moves through and such and gets enacted, may be able to work through this. So let's flip over here to this article, and it has to do with the hotel owners facing unprecedented wave of foreclosures, hotel group says. So these several hotel owners and other hotel transportation tourism executives put together a letter to Congress with 20 people from Nevada um, involved in the signing, urging Congress to pass what is called the HOPE Act. And we're going to dive into that in a moment. So why is that? Well, right now, there's some notes here on nearly 1 in 4 hotels last month that were behind on their mortgage payments as of July. So that's the highest number on record. And so they're, and to give you an idea, just 1.34% of hotels were in the same boat at the end of 2019. So that's a major, major increase. Now, why is that? Well, some of them aren't even open right now. A lot of them are also still at reduced occupancy levels. And two, in a lot of the cases with a lot of our properties here, it's not just hotels, occupancy and hotel room night revenue. We're also talking decreases in retail, decreases in food and beverage, decreases in gaming, and other resort amenities, property amenity revenue channels that are, having an adverse effect on several of these hotels. So just to give you an idea here, Sahara's Las Vegas's vice president, VP of sales, Christopher Bond, Nevada Hotel and Lodging Association president Diane Gandy, Henderson-based Argento Hospitality Group, Paula Argento are among 20 people in Nevada who signed a letter to Congress with nearly 4,000 others from across the country on the HOPE Act. Now, we've heard about the CARES Act. There's also the HEROES Act that's currently being negotiated. Well, the HOPE Act is designed to help commercial real estate, offset the potential for commercial real estate foreclosures, especially borrowers of commercial mortgages. So this is being penned on, trying to get urged to be moved through Congress, ultimately for the president's signature, because what will happen is this will be the first federal legislation with a real estate focus that could help with the hotel industry, both here in Nevada and across the nation. So you're going to probably hear more about this. There was some concerns about some of the larger groups, especially some of the publicly traded hotel, casino, or management companies and such, not a party to this discussion, but hopefully there's going to be more coming on board and requesting the passage of the HOPE Act. So like I said, we're going to find out more about what's going on there as to how the HOPE Act is going to help the commercial real estate space, especially with regards to our hotel and casino industries. Especially for this, I think it's probably more advantageous to the single property owners, privately traded private equity firm owners, to maintain solvency in operations, especially as we work through COVID-19 and hopefully return back to higher levels of occupancy and business operations. So, so more on that to follow. Again, like I said, if you get a chance, kind of do a little Google or a little research on the HOPE Act. Now, moving on to some fun stuff. The Las Vegas Ballpark is offering its venue for event hosting even while minor league baseball is not in operation. We do have Major League Baseball going on right now, but minor league baseball, as you know, at the Las Vegas Ballpark is not operating at this time. So this is kind of fun. This was reported by Channel 13. I'll flip over here. And so what they've done, and we're going to put a little link here because I think if you're a business or group that's wanting to host an event, this is something for consideration. So the Las Vegas Ballpark, as we know, is home to our Las Vegas Aviators, are opening up the property for private specialty events. Now, they're packages that range from 10 to a maximum of 25 guests, which is within the county safety and health regulations on gatherings. So they've got these types of events, which are seem to be a lot of fun. I think we may even talk about something like this, whether it's now or even a little later in the future. But to give you a little idea, here's some packages. They've got batting cage parties for 10 to 25 guests with access to the batting cage and private locker rooms. So you're going to have a really quality experience there in the batting cages and such. Private batting practices for 10 to 25 guests with field access, so guests may swing for the fences and party in the dugout or outfield. A couple of other events, they've got the big pool out there, so they even can do the ultimate pool party for up to 25 people. And also too, they also have got this fun, the Suite Life they call it, which is a hosted fantasy draft parties complete with televisions in each suite for real-time fantasy casting, silly slideshows, and more. And then also other types of packages based on corporate outings, retirements, graduations, anniversaries, birthdays, things of that nature. And package and pricings vary based on the package itself and number of people. And they start at $1,500 for the base packages. So it's a kind of a fun way to get to utilize this beautiful new ballpark and be able to maybe access some of the amenities we normally don't get a chance to go to, because usually we're in the stands or some of the more we're there to view. But here's a chance to get out and enjoy actually some of the great baseball amenities between the field, the batting cages, and things of that nature. So if you're looking for some more information, you can call the Las Vegas Ballpark sales desk or visit their websites. We're going to put those links in the comment sections below so you have those easily to access again. So that's a lot of fun. Las Vegas Ballpark, if you're looking for something to do, got 10 to 25 people, might want to consider that. Some pretty fun stuff. And lastly, let's catch up on mortgage rates. So our mortgage rates here for the week of August 24th have made a pretty decent change. Last week we saw a spike, especially in the refi rates because of the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac imposing that new fee and some of the things going on there. But the market is continuing to always be in flux. And this week we saw some softening on rates across the board. So just kind of give you some ideas on some averages. The rate this week for the 30-year had dropped 12 basis points from 3.14 last week to 3.02. On the 15-year, it dropped 4 basis points from 2.66 to 2.62. The 30-year jumbo, this is a pretty good note, dropped for 15 basis points from 3.19 to 3.04. So the jumbo loan, which was a loan that a lot of lenders were at risk on and would charge more, almost in line with most conforming 30-year regular rates. Now the 30-year mortgage refi rate also dropped 15 basis points from 3.37 to 3.22. So again, a little bit of recovery there from that recent announcement from Fannie and Freddie for their fee, their 5% fee on mortgages. So that's this week's mortgage averages from bank rate. So as we saw, this week is going down there a little bit again, and that's going to probably continue to spur on buyer demand. We're continuing to see it as we speak. Also, too, this week, Monday, a lot of kids, families starting back to school in a new environment, whether it's work from home or they've also, I saw some friends, they've set up some of these learning centers, based on scheduling and availability, where kids can learn remotely. And so even with that happening, we were out this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both Colleen and I, with buyers looking for homes. And it was whether we were looking at homes in the 400,000s, the 500,000s, or even the $1 million price points. A lot of them are not on market very long, and they're seeing offers within 24, 48 hours. And in some cases, in some of the price points, we're still seeing multiple offers. So even what was traditionally like, okay, this is the last hurrah on the buying season because of school starting and things of that nature, we're seeing that continuing right now. And there's a theory about, and we kind of talked about it last week, and I think we're going to see how this plays out. Because of the in-home learning and not being in school, there may be a shift on whether or not parents will keep their kids in school or with the school they're assigned to during the school year, versus sort of, okay, you know what, we're going to make our buying decision in the summer. We're going to move in the summer, get ready. Then we're going to be in school and ride out that school year, and or ride out, while the kids are in that particular school for the period of time in, elementary, junior high, or high school. That, because of home learning, may change. It may be because their virtual environment, that the portability of kids in school may change, because parents or families may decide, you know what, we're going to make a change because we need to adapt to what the home needs are. And that could be more space for the kids for learning, home office, work from home, things of that nature. So it's going to be interesting to see how demand is still going to be, because we're seeing it right up against this date, if it's going to continue well into the next couple of weeks. So that's this week's Vegas real estate news. If you have any questions about what's going on in the Las Vegas real estate market, do us a big favor. Shoot us a text, direct message, email. You can email us at info@buysellrealestate.vegas. You can also give us a call. Colleen or I will be there to answer the phones. If some of you that know us have got our cell phone numbers, but we've also got our main line at 702-710-3798, which is, I believe, on our website. Let me double check, because we don't want to make sure that changed on me without me noticing. Let's see. Let's take a peek. Where's my website? Okay. So yes, 702-710-3798 is our main line there, and Colleen and I would be happy to help answer. And also, you can email us at info@buysellrealestate.vegas, or Colleen and I will get back to you. So we've got a couple other things. Wednesday's always our weekly recap. So we're going to kind of see what's going on here with this last full week of August 2020. Again, congrats on the kids going back to school. It's a virtual environment. It's maybe it's a little bit like the Jetsons, a little bit, but congratulations on returning back to school there, even though it's in a virtual environment. Cheers to you. And like I said, if you have any questions about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, we're here to help answer those questions, because more now than ever, your real estate experience matters. So give us a call. Thanks. We wish you all a wonderful day. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.